to get into the action here. Game 1, PARIVISION up against CHIMERA. Let's see if indeed CHIMERA can pull it out and get themselves another win. Or if PARIVISION could just continue their flawless series performance here in Group Stage 2. As we said, there's a lot of stuff we like about PARIVISION. CHIMERA, what do you think from CHIMERA's perspective? They're super happy about getting locked in with this lineup. You know, what's sort of the goal with what they're doing here?
I think, honestly, the Naga Siren is really important.
Yep.
TA2000 kind of has to carry this game on his back, which it's a lot to ask for, especially this patch, because it's a lot about, I would say the mid and the offlaner have more presence in the game. So I think TA2000 needs to go up and beyond to pull this one out. It's possible though. And they also have Bristleback. I don't know, this hero hasn't, I think it's been losing a decent amount recently, but every game, even when it loses, it's this unkillable beast who's running at the enemy. He's going to play a bit differently because he's the green facet. But I don't think it's some 90-10 matchup.
Sure, no.
Based on draft. It's maybe I would say 60-40 for Pari.
And you said, well, in this mid lane, we've got to watch out for potential early kills.
Yeah, because so the Q can pull the Pango out of his W. So if no one times it right, Lorinov can never press W. He can get skewered into his own tower when he does these aggressive moves. Because Pango, I remember talking and looking at some replays. I think he's been nerfed a bit since then, but I think it was something like 60% of his last hits in the laning stage came from using his spells. Like using your Swash or your W, just because they're such cheap abilities. And so when you have to use those, they kind of move you, right? And then the Magnus gets a good opportunity to skewer. Like, okay, well, just like that. And if you do it, you know, closer to your high ground, you get secured into tower.
Yep.
You start taking a lot more damage. So just setups like that are what make this matchup a bit scary. But if Lorinov plays good, then it should be an even lane. It's just about the spacing.
I'm looking just at the safe lane. I mean, do you sort of agree with Brian? There's reasons to sort of get excited when Satanic gets his Terrorblade. This is something that you can confidently, as PARIVISION, just slap out early in the draft.
I don't know about this early, because they picked it relatively early, but I do like the Terrorblade.
Yep.
I think Satanic looks really good on it. The hero seems pretty solid in this patch. Illusion heroes got buffed a lot. I also think the new map, it buffed them just based on how the camps are kind of split and being, ooh, nice snowball.
Is there in time to interrupt the dive? Hammers at the ready, that'll be first blood. Very good setup there from 9 class.
Yep, great snowball timing. And honestly, the whole map, you probably see that's why Naga and Terrorblade are picked by both teams. They just won Illusion Heroes. I think it's going to start becoming a bit more meta. And these are the two best. Fenlancer, he had his phase. I think it was one day.
Yeah, is PL just that bad without the busted Revenant's Brooch? The hero just... Why is it so bad compared to the other illusion carries like Terrorblade and Naga?
He doesn't have... His illusions are really short duration, so he can never split push with them, or kind of this ghost shove that is the reason why you really like illusion heroes. And then I just think he ends up being pretty squishy for the amount of damage he does. Naga just is way tanky. Naga and Terrorblade are both tankier. It just doesn't feel good to play him versus counters. I think the other two can also play versus counters.
Top Panto able to force 9 class there away from the Lotus.
So this is a really cool lane matchup by both sides. Phoenix is one of the best supports versus Tusk. A lot of people in the past, I know when we were drafting, this was what Lelis hated. Like, he hated Phoenix 5 the most because every time you want to go press tag team, you get Fire Spirit on both you and the offlaner. But they picked the Dawnbreaker as kind of a pseudo way to dodge the Fire Spirits.
Bottom lane.
1J
Satanic looking for 1J. They'll get the kill, and Satanic, he won't get away.
Point to call us.
Dahak, can he go for this one as well? The Goose stack's building up.
Curse is stacking.
He's going to get both.
All right, that's massive with the Hawk. I think these Bristleback lanes are very important. Oh, close to getting us here. I think it's really important on kills, and they always almost end up being in kills because both Bristleback gives a lot of stick charges, but also just commits with his spells really heavily. And if Bristleback's the one that gets this double kill really easily, it sets up for just a pretty free lane for Dahak.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all for PARIVISION to kill him again. I mean, at least so far for them, they're getting free farm on Satanic outside of that death. And no one from the mid is going to be in a very, very good spot. 26-6 against the 21-3 so far of Lorinov.
Imagine if you had BK.
Yeah, no one, or Lorinov kind of got past the scary part of Magnus. Usually the levels like 1 and 2, maybe 3.
But now at this point, you're not going to die even if you do get caught.
Yeah, you can kind of walk out of a tower.
Yeah.
If you're also able to save your shield crash, just having that little extra barrier. I think that my fears of the mid lane for Chimera kind of have passed. And I think with that double kill from Dahak, I really like the way he plays Bristle. Amar's Bristle seems stronger to give a comparison in sense of Amar will carry a game probably harder. But I think that the utility that Dahak's Bristle provides with just the goo and the tanking items, buying Lotuses, just is going to fit his team, especially this game, better. And will hopefully give TA2000 the space this game to carry effectively, just by making map space, making pressure in the fights.
Top. Trying to go for the setup on the TA2000, but he's actually able to turn it. But the illusions, he dodges the last hit at the start breaker, builds them up against DM. DM's going to go down. So a little bit of a failed attempt there from PARIVISION to go in onto TA2000. They're very easily able to turn that. TA2000 doesn't even get close to dying.
Yeah, it was a bit close to the tower. Especially now that, so this is a pretty old change, but Nog has the reel in. So I think making any place close to the tier 1 towers when she can just pull you under it if she nuts you is always pretty risky. And then good timing on him. He saved his mirror image. Was able to kind of dodge the Q from DM. So far, not too crazy of a game. I would say all the lanes are going pretty even. There's no team that has some major advantage. Pretty interesting to see what no one does. So he has the mid laner facet, which is the shockwave one. And usually the mid laners, I think they've been playing Blink, right? Very often.
Yeah.
And Nisha was playing it, I think, when the patch first came out. Bristleback.
I'm going to try for the kill on him. Bring in a +1 here. 9 class to help out. That gets the kill successfully into the hands of PARIVISION. So well needed there, considering how good of a time Dahak was getting after his own double kill that he picks up. PARIVISION, they make sure that they're able to keep the Bristle under control.
Rotating 9 class bot. I think after that, when you die once in this Dawnbreaker Tusk lane, pretty bad like that, it just ends up not being worth it to keep dual laning. You're never going to pressure the Naga. The Phoenix is always going to stop your pressure outside of a Dawnbreaker Starbreaker. So just give it up. You get free kills in the other lane. Even mid, I think 9 class can maybe make a rotation too. But Lorinov.
Yeah, they brought him down. He does have the haste rune, and of course the Rolling Thunder ready to play with. But they're aware of this, so PARIVISION
knows.
Not going to get caught out by surprise. And yeah, Lorinov know that they know it's not really a play that they can go for, even though it is just Ducalis under the tower. They don't know that, and there could be potential backup. So Lorinov's going to take the trip back over towards the mid, which was being taken care of. Panto picking up the XP as the Phoenix in the mid lane, whilst Lorinov had headed elsewhere.
Pretty surprising. So DM's game is actually really bad. I didn't realize. He is level 4. So
yeah, the XP situation's been pretty rough for him. I mean, we're getting 16 denies so far from TA2000. And yeah, just with the way that the lane's played out, him dying in that attempt, he's missed out on quite a bit up there. Because you have to compare it, Dahak, he's a full level ahead on the other side.
6. I think it probably also has to do with the fact Tusk can't fight Phoenix on the side of the lane. So he can't stop these pulls from happening. And yeah, that's really big. Imagine it right now if DM had 6, maybe he can do this contest bot. Ducalis can maybe live, but now Ducalis is going to go down. They might even lose the tower just because of how top lane's going.
Yeah, difficult to sort of set up a defense. I don't think Satanic's going to be too interested in showing up. In 30 seconds, he will have Metamorphosis.
They can pull the wave off the tower with these illusions. That's the best bet. Mid lane, Panto's kind of going crazy.
I mean, he's very close to having the 6 himself on the support Phoenix. They will have the ultimates, and yeah, you're right. They can hold this. So Satanic can resume farming in the lane. Shifting their focus over maybe towards the mid. As they do have 1J coming in from the high ground. A little bat off the Watcher. They'll have to set up. Lorinov, he's ready to roll in for this one. With the silencing onto
It's gonna be
Ducalis.
scary for no one.
The rolling
He gets
thunder.
silenced.
Indeed, no one's not able to get his immediate spell usage off. We'll get it now. It's an RP onto the two of them. But does he actually have the damage to kill him off? So level 6 is online here for DM, so he's able to join with the Solar Guardian, but the dive is up. Panto, he'll get away. Lorinov with this Arcane Rune, he could keep fighting. DM's in trouble.
Just die.
He's trying to
Even
juke
no
around
one's
with the
in
hammer,
danger.
gets back in over towards 1J. They have the skewer. They will kill off 1J, but they'll lose DM.
Swashbuckle on 5.
And Lorinov, he's going to be able to chase on forward.
2.
I think he's definitely going to dive this straight in. I mean, that Arcane Rune paying dividends there for Lorinov in that fight. Gets the double kill, gets the cleanup. Meanwhile, they did manage to take down Dahak once again down bottom with Satanic and the Metamorphosis. But yeah, the mid lane, that was the RP used. Not much to be said about it. They get the 1 kill on 1J, but losing both their lives there, no one and DM for that attempt to fight mid.
Yeah, and all that breaks down. So in mid, DM actually was 1 creep of XP off of level 6 during the RP. And he hits the level 6.
Are they going again?
Oh, they just are diving mid.
This is a dangerous part of the map now for
Dahak is
PARIVISION.
here.
You turn up here, you get killed. Lorinov, he's 4-0-1 now.
Yeah, I think Magnus can't fight into Pangolier right now, just hero matchup wise. Magnus is kind of this hero that wants to be able to right click you in the early game with his high damage, and Pangolier is one of the best at just melee right clickers, because all you do is you press roll, you go in a circle. Even Phoenix is pretty good for Smag, so no one's going to struggle a bit to find impact. Yeah, that was actually TA2000 got a deny under the tower, and it made it so that DM didn't get 6, and then he wasn't able to ult follow up the RP. It was all these like little things.
Yeah,
because you saw like how
maybe
he really wanted to be able to ult that, but he's ults, it's too late. They kind of dodge it, and that's a really big swing for Chimera. Actually, I think that whole play, all in all, is about a 1.5, 2K gold swing.
Yeah, at least.
And just the amount of experience, the pressure that
And
they're
now
putting on.
Lorinov, he is just on an absolute roll, quite literally. Once again with the ult, Satanic's core. You know, this Pango,
Following 1J.
and they're going to find Ducalis as well.
Oh no, DM.
Solar Guardian's coming in. Can they actually do something with this? They have the RP onto
Nice
the two
RP.
of them. Snowball to follow up. 1J will fall, but Lorinov's still pretty strong. He's got the one
strong.
charges. He's going to have shield
I
crash
think they fight this.
and swashbuckle up in a second. Jump forward. I mean, no one. Has he got any way out of this? He does not. It's another kill here.
TA2000
The
on
Lorinov's
backslash.
getting involved in. They're trying to chase 9 class. And we'll catch him surrounded with the illusions. But Lorinov, he's going to be perfectly fine. And they can keep pushing on now onto this tier 1 tower bottom. I think this Pango 6-0-3 just 11 minutes in. That they've made kind of multiple failed attempts to slow him down. None of them are working.
And the panel keeps flaming Pangolier being picked. They're always, oh, look at his win rate. He's not that good of a hero. And,
Very well. I'm very proud.
and then Lorinov pulls it out.
Yeah, this is crazy. It's a crazy early game from Lorinov.
As Chimera could never be PARIVISION. They're 6-0.
Look at this 5K lead against them. 11 minutes in.
Yeah, he's about to get his defusal. Maybe he gets the 12 rune, and that it's just so much movement. It was everything there was actually so perfect. The fact they used the roll to kill Terrorblade, and then the roll lasts long enough to help 1J, and then they kite out the fight. It was actually beautiful. Just that whole sequence of events. And now Pari's kind of stuck in this awkward position where your Magnus has now fallen behind, and so the blink timing is not this blink RP, just get a guaranteed kill. Now he's worried. He's less gold than DM, and we talked so much about how DM was struggling in the early game, and no one has an even worse game. So now, what do you really expect from your Mag or your Dawnbreaker? Both of them are just kind of struggling, and you don't also want to ask for Satanic, so it's just a question of who's going to be the one to make the move.
They might just find another one hit. 9 class tries to block him off with the shards, but Lorinov is just able to roll straight round them. Wicked sick. As the show continues from Lorinov.
This is one of those feels good Pango games. You just run around, you get kills, your splash feels broken.
I mean, maybe that's just what it is. That's why this hero keeps getting picked as much as it does, even though the win rate doesn't look too great. Because what the highs, they're pretty good.
Oh, they feel so good. When you're ahead like this, it feels like your swashbuckle does like 50% of the health every single time you use it. It has no cooldowns. You're invincible. This is slower than the average.
I guess it's because we see like brown boots, diffusal rush in a lot of games,
he's
right?
a full Orbic Corrosion.
He's got the treads.
He's got treads.
Yeah.
So he's He's definitely a very strong Pango. And also, all this has kind of allowed TA2000 to go a bit under the radar. He showed up to the last fight, but top net worth, 123 last hits, almost getting to that 10 per minute already, which is something, you know, you try to kind of hit around this 20-minute mark. And he's going to be scary too, building into an Orchid, which very good for pretty much every hero from Pari.
Let's have a look. PARIVISION, this is going to be this Blink Dagger reveal on no one.
Okay.
See what they can get. They're going to go all in on Lorinov. Global as well.
Everybody.
Do they have the damage with the skewer? They do. Absolutely well needed there from PARIVISION. Just throw everything onto this Pango. And if they can sort of get out, I mean, that Supernova's miles away, so PARIVISION can easily walk away from that one. That's fine. They drop everything. They kill the Pango. It's worth it.
Yep. I think Pento might have got a bit scared there. He dove, and I think he didn't cancel it, so that's why he popped the egg. He was just... didn't really know how the fight was going to happen. Maybe he needed to protect his team, but... big kill. It is every single ult, though. It is global.
It's everything.
It is Solar Guardian. It's reverse polarity. It's worth it. It's just now the next 80 seconds of this game, 90 seconds, you have nothing.
That's true. Lorinov's going to be straight back out on the map and probably looking to go, right? We'll see where he heads. It's coming up to 15 minutes.
Yep. He's taking the gate. Might try to find 9 class. Ooh, 9 class might snipe the XP rune.
Well, that's true. So they haven't picked it up yet. So he's going to succeed with that one.
Okay. That's a free win.
And Dahak wants to try starting on the Tormentor. Rest of the team is going to slowly make their way over.
9 class might walk into them. Imagine he snipes this with like some punch.
He's thinking about it, but... oh, he got it! He got it with a shot!
That wasn't even... It's level 2!
Easy for 9 class there. And he gets rewarded with the shard himself. You know, he put the work in, he gets the reward. Top lane, DM will die.
It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter.
Look at that again.
It's 150 damage, look. So he has the ward, he sees.
I mean, that's just, yeah, it doesn't get more perfectly timed than that. Easy shard.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, that's a huge snipe.
I think that's just a 9 class play. This guy's such a... he just does the craziest stuff. It's so fun to watch.
All right, looking for Dahak. No one, he's decided he's not looking for Dahak. He's like, I'm actually going to TP out of there. Not going to get the chance, though. Deadshot comes in from 1J. Dakalis also gets caught.
All right, Chimera's really mad about the
They might be getting 9 class as well. They do. All right, there we go. Indeed, straight up, Chimera get 3 kills.
Okay, they made the goal back.
They have been angered.
The game was starting to get a bit slow.
Yep.
But the back, 3 kills. It's just, I'm scared of Satanic's impact in the next couple minutes. I just don't, I think not to his fault. I just think with the Magnus mid having a game that he's having, it just feels a bit hard for Satanic to actually be able to get into these fights and right click. They obviously have the global to protect him, but it's not really what you want. And when you're behind like this, it might not even be able to fight because there's the Naga song. So if TA2000 is able to hold his Manta,
there we go,
and purge its silence.
Dude, imagine if 9 class snipes the Roche.
Yeah, and the Aegis.
So here we have it, Chimera.
Oh, Chimera, no. They just saw the dead shot, kind of procced on a smoke, so they know exactly what's up.
No one does have the Blink RP ready, so they got to be a little careful here, Chimera, about how they go for this Roche down. They probably want to take the fight first, just to make sure they don't get jumped and wombo comboed by PARIVISION. There's the jump forward, PARIVISION. They've got no one leading in towards 1J. 1J pops the ultimate. They're going to fall pretty low after this. They're going to chase on forward. The Shards don't grab him, but the Starbreaker will be enough to reach in and take him down. Rolling Thunder coming out now from Lorinov. The Snowball there to protect from 9 class. Gives a bit of safety to Satanic. There's the RP used to hold the Pango in position. So Lagoni coming out, but he's able to blink off to the side. He's out of the follow combo. The Supernova's down. The stun clips on a no one. PARIVISION will get the majority of them back up to the high ground. DM down on the low ground. He's actually able to trade successfully against TA2000. He hits him so hard, he knocks him out of the server. DM just, it was basically DM just sort of 1v1ing TA2000 and actually comes out on top at the end.
Internet dropped.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he had song.
He did.
I think he was orchided though.
Yes, I think indeed. I think there would not have been a difference in what happened here because all his spells are on cooldown. Manta's been used, and I think you're right. He was silenced when he was going down.
He's gonna reconnect.
What
Be
did it
like,
be?
hey guys, what happened?
Yeah.
Last I saw, Lorinov was rolling into everyone.
Some of the DM should still die, and he will. But this will be the cleanup for PARIVISION. They get the skewer back onto Dahak, and they can look to finish off the Roche themselves. Triple kill for Satanic. They're a little on the HP, so maybe they feel that they can't actually. They're still Panto, like Panto.
Oh, whoa.
They're gonna find him as well. He's got any way out of this? He does have to dive at the ready.
Wait,
Silence
he's just
kicks in,
1v3ing.
Well, I mean, is he? I think they'll turn and kill him off. And 1J, he can definitely not 1v4 the rest of them. So this Muerta has to run. Amplified damage rune down bottom. No one's got the blink on cooldown, so can't make the jump for it. 1J will take that.
I think the craziest thing about that whole Roche fight was that 9 classes Shard actually had a lot of impact and helped him kite the whole fight out. Which is just this like crazy thing to think about, that him sniping the Tormentor might have won them the Roche fight and gave them 5,000 gold. In addition to the, 3,000 gold from the Tormentor?
Yeah,
So
it's a lot.
9 classes almost got them like 7,000 gold if you want to think about it that way.
Can they fight again though, PARIVISION? That was their ultimate. And Chimera, as soon as they're back up, they're into the pit. Do you go for round 2 to PARIVISION, or you just have to let this one go Chimera?
Yeah, you give it up. It's still just a huge win. Regardless of the Roche, it's 5k gold that are... The game is in favor of Pari, just in terms of the net worth lead.
Now back in action. They will finish off the Roche. Get the Aegis for Lorinov. Now one. He's got the skewer back. Into the punch. They've got the lockdown. Panto not able to dive away.
Panto really likes this part of the map. Kind of the second time he's there within 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a few times that no one's had his eyes on him. RP back up for no one. I mean, even though they are not the ones with the Aegis, and PARIVISION will shy away from a team fight, they still feel pretty strong with the Metamorphosis ready to use on Satanic. Very close to having the full butterfly as well.
Yep. He is strong on Satanic. And they actually do end up having a lot of kite in these team fights. It feels like for Pari, I think the silencer actually seems really strong. Every time I see it, I feel like it's a bit stronger and stronger. Just the kiting from Arcane Curse, the ult applying twice. It seems hard to take these longer fights into him. I think versus any other lineup, Lorinov kind of 1v5s that fight. He's able to press his spells off cooldown, kind of play the game. And now he's forced into buying a Manta. He's just struggling with not only HP in the fights, but just being able to actually cast the spells because of all the random silences. It seems hard. I think especially if TA2000 gets 1v1'd by DM in the back, just like he did last fight. Stuff like that can't happen. Again, I think TA2000 needs to put in a lot of work in these fights. And if they're just giving up his life, it's not going to be good for them. There was the song. No, that fight. It didn't get used.
9-class very close to getting caught there, but he's out. See what Chimera can find as they ready to hunt with the Aegis. PARIVISION not really in any sort of spot to be caught. Maybe Decalis. No one will be the bigger target. And then they'll know he's up here with that courier being sniped.
They're going to force his BKB at least.
They're going to try and chase him down. Looking at the angle, yeah, BKB will be forced. No one will just walk it off. Rolling Thunder for a BKB.
Big power in for Lorinov. This illusion. It just gives him the ability to purge all the silences. Maybe we see an RP dodge. He's also buying a Manta, so it's kind of like having a one-time use Manta for free. I think if they wait a minute and go with this illusion room plus the next roll, it's going to be their best timing just to take a good fight into Pari. I can feel Chimera's kind of worry in this game based off of how the last fight went. Usually when you're ahead, you know you're ahead based off the lanes, based off the pickoffs. So they could feel they were up 2K, 3K. They were up 5K gold. I don't know if they knew they were up that much at that time. But then you lose a fight like that where you just get completely kited out and it feels like you're just outplayed a bit and you're scared to take a fight. Especially now the fact you know that the game is more even, losing a fight like that. Which is, it's generally the correct play because sometimes when you ram your head into a wall, you don't fix the mistakes of the last fight and you just lose. Once you lose that second fight in a row, the game's actually hard.
Yeah, and you really put yourself in a bad spot.
So far, it's fine. It's just an even game now instead of having like a slight advantage for Chimera. Which I would say I do favor Pari in these type of even games. I think they're one of the best teams consistently at winning fights that they shouldn't. It gives me, I want to say, like team spirit during TI, like their prime when they won those two TIs. Both of those TIs felt they could be down 5K gold, they could be down 10K gold or up. They would always manage to find the ways to win their team fights. They would all live with 200 health and kite it out. And that's kind of what Pari reminds me a lot.
They're going to try and burst through the Bristol. They get the jump onto Dahak, skewer back, but the damage is Satanic. It's not a struggle at all. Dahak falls.
Another free one.
They might even be able to get something more here.
This could be a bad kill.
And Chimera, what do they want to do around this tier 2? They still have... Oh, okay, no, that Aegis is basically gone. Will expire now. What do they do? Well, they're not going to be able to do anything with one Jake caught at the side as well. I mean, PARIVISION, they're just getting these free catches. Chimera not set up to do anything in return. I mean, tier 2000 and Lorinov, they're watching from the side. Fortification comes out, but with the continuation of the Metamorphosis, the tier 2's gonna fall. PARIVISION able to make moves and plays, and Chimera, hard to see when they're gonna feel that they can pull something together and go as a team once more.
I felt this game is just completely falling apart. They had everything kind of on lock. I think the Roche was a bit forced. Just because they felt they were so strong and they couldn't find a good objective to do as a team. They already had lost the they just lost the Tormentor as well. They got the kills. They're like, we can fight this Roche.
Mid. DM.
I think Ducalis is alive.
Indeed. DM coming in clutch. Just sort of the heals coming out for the Luminosity and such, saving the silencer so Ducalis could just walk away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I can't even kill him, Chimera.
Yeah. It's so different than the early game. The early game was, no matter what Pari did, they couldn't really get these kills, or it'd be a 1v4 trade. Lorinov as well in the early game couldn't die. And now it's just worrisome for him. He goes into a fight, he's going to get global, he's going to get punched by the Tusk or RP'd. It's just an awkward game, I want to say.
At every moment, Satanic is getting further and further ahead on the Terrorblade. It's going to be pretty terrifying, and of course with the nature of the way he's been farming, clear 2 levels pretty much ahead of that of tier 2000. BKB is going to be on its way out soon for Satanic. And then at that point, finding the damage to bring down this TB and just being able to be anywhere close to him in a team fight is going to be so tough. In the mid tier 2000, he feels safe.
No one might go for an RP
I think
here.
he will, and he's actually, that was on right the edge of the RP. What a beautiful RP.
Nice
He gets
global.
the both of them. Solo got it. That was literally on the edge of the RP range, right? Getting both of them like that. That was perfect. Pixel perfect there for Noah.
You didn't even know the Phoenix was there, actually?
Yeah, it's like he actually got both of them.
Yeah, he was going for the Naga because there was a reflection illusion chasing. So he's like, oh, there's a Naga here.
Yep.
I'll take the 1-man RP. Gets 2.
Yep.
And Ali go high ground.
Yeah, what a perfectly placed RP there from no one. And struggles for Chimera. Maybe this is the reason for the Pango win rate. You pop off in the early game, you have an incredible start, and then, I don't know, maybe the hero just... does the hero fall off, do you think? Is that one of the downsides of the hero? Even if you do have a good early game,
I wouldn't
can't
say
fall
so.
off? You wouldn't say so?
No, I think the hero is fine.
Yep.
This
But
game,
they just lost the Rex, right? They have people up, but they're not finding any way to fight with Lauren off on the Pango.
I think so with Naga as a carry,
Yeah.
it is a bit weird to have this specific core duo between the Pango and the Bristle. We'll see if they do get a good smoke opportunity.
And they might have to settle for Dakalis, but I mean, even if they
They're already
get
out,
that,
all the 4 stuffs.
yeah, Dakalis, he's away.
Get some of the Yules.
They really want something. I mean, they should be able to get Dakalis at least. They will. They get a kill, but it is just the silencer.
I think with Naga as a carry, you want at least one of your other cores to be greedy. Or at least scaling, rather, is a better way to put it. Because Naga's always going to delay the game and take a good amount of farm, but shove all the waves, and give you kind of a lot of space to just farm the jungle. And I feel like Dahak, because he has the green facet, and to some extent Pangolier doesn't really scale and farm that hard.
Oh, and they could go again. It's an easy RP that time around for no one. Blinks in, catches the 2 of them both next to one another. I mean, well, you can't be hitting the same camp, right, as the Bristle and the Nagasaki. What's going on there, Gunner?
Dahak needs to farm. Where else can he farm? Where else can he farm?
You know, I got to look over like, oh, it's probably just a Nagasaki and a support. It's the offlane and the carry hitting the same camp. They weren't even standing like a little bit. They were standing on top, of each other.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right, so Owen, do you see the iceberg now?
Yeah.
Was Falcons the iceberg for this Titanic?
I think there might have been.
Seems like the iceberg is not stopping with this PARIVISION series.
That was a rough move. Well, this top lane, it's in trouble.
The Panto's
nearly dead.
Okay, he's global.
Ooh, can they get some? Yeah, no one's going to be able to finish this off. Jumps in with a skewer back. This one turned into a rough one pretty drastically. Now get to Carlis. Now killing the supports at the moment, it's pretty much the best that Chimera can do. The cores of PARIVISION, very hard to trap as a, yeah, they're all out. They're all out. No one's perfectly fine. He can even clean up a camp on the way out. Might even treat himself to an arcane rune on the way. Unless 1J is able to deny that.
He almost blinked into Roche.
I mean, no one, he's fine. He's got BKBs. If he needs to. He's also got backup on the way as well. No one doesn't care. In fact, he likes that they're chasing him. They shouldn't be chasing him because backups arrived. Starbreaker comes in from DM. That's 1J gone. No one, he'll actually offer the BKB TP out now. Things get a bit too scary around the Supernova. DM stands his ground though and is able to bring down the Supernova. Satanic's here. Solar Guardian comes out from DM and now tier 2000. He's super deep. 9 classes in with a punch up. He just dies mid-air. They've got that much damage being pumped out from the Terrorblade. Dahak now all on his own. It's absolutely enough. They can't stand anymore. GG is called. This game won.
Okay.
Wow, this took a rapid turn for the worse there for Chimera. It was the Chimera show for the first 10 minutes or so. With this draft, they get the Huskar. Done it before around Lana Huskar, as I say. Even in situations where he doesn't have a good lane, doesn't matter for him. We'll see if it plays out here. I mean, overall, what do you sort of make of this? Are you kind of scared of PARIVISION's lineup? I mean, in particular, there's that Satanic PA. Still, even though we have seen it lose, something about it just always gives that team a pretty solid chance of closing up the win.
That's true, that's true. There is a 9-class Night Stalker, though. Potentially getting first blood.
They got the setup. They got the blast off to follow up.
Tier 2.
He's got the skewer at the red. He won't be able to bring anyone with him, but will survive.
Are they? Oh, they are. Okay, so they're putting Satanic in the offlane. And their DM's going to go to the safe lane with the Bristleback.
Okay.
The lane versus the Enigma. I kind of did disagree a bit with the PAs going to be good versus Enigma. So I actually really like this kind of swap up to put DM pot. It makes both of their lanes pretty good. I think Phantom Assassin also ends up being good versus Magnus. You can blink the skewer.
Sure.
So
they're going to switch, though.
No.
Oh, they're not. Sorry. That's coming to top lane. Yeah. You're right. He did have to just...
And so now they're committed.
Yeah, because
the second core TPs, that's it.
And you think you do just have to accept that as Chimera? You're like, okay, this is what we're doing?
Yeah, I don't think the lane bot is a... Oh no, they have Bristleback. It's unplayable.
No.
But it's definitely top 3 heroes versus Enigma. I would say it's like Gyro, Bristle, and then maybe some like Monkey King, I think is up there as well. Big fight on top.
They're going to try for Panto.
Nice viewer.
Yeah, keeping them away from the Chikiro, but Panto likely to still go down, surely with the next Void from 9 class. Gets in, one more hit. Job done, first blood for 9 class.
That's a really nice kill. I mean, if TA2000 goes down, but he has a skewer.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Oh!
Well, that skewer might have got him killed.
Or they kill Satanic.
He either gets a double kill or he dies. I think he's dying. Yeah, that one of those cases where it's like, nice, I skewered 2 people under the tower, but you do die for
what if Satanic dies?
He is going to die. So
all right, one for 2.
Panto's the real winner.
1 for 2.
Panto's the real winner. Meanwhile, down bottom, DM and Ducalis are able to kill off 1J. So, yeah, and his TP's back off cooldown. So that's good news, obviously, for TA2000. That would have been kind of close to not being able to come back to lane. So, yeah, okay, back to farming for TA2000. And set up for quite a nice bit of XP for his Chikiro to pick up. See on the replay what went on down bottom.
Just a suicide or a blast off. Nothing too crazy.
Back in action top.
Panto dead again.
Oh, tier 2, he's got an easy angle now. Skewer onto the both of them. But still, not easy for him to get the kills after getting the skewers under the tower.
Yeah.
That's where it kind of gets a bit messy. Like, especially with 9 class, he's a pretty beefy support on this Night Stalker.
Even Phantom Assassin is one of the better Edge King skewer because you have the built-in evasion. So already right now, basically for free, he has 23% evasion. That's it's insane actually how much evasion Phantom Assassin has for free now. It almost gives me Dragon Knight vibes, where this like thing you had to skill points in for passive that took away from your aggressive. The old Dragon Knight passive. Oh no, another death because the Chikiro has no TP.
TH2000. Okay, again, fortunately, his TP will be back off cooldown when he respawns. But you're not getting a lot of chance to hit the creeps up here.
DM bot.
I'm trying to go on him.
Oh, dog.
He's got to be careful. Did have the stick charge, just stays back there. One more round of the quill sprays. Could have done it. And mid, rotation coming in. 9 class. Not going to be able to set up onto Lorinoff. Great lane so far. I mean, look at this CS from no one. We've got to hold that forward because top lane, they're making the move onto Satanic. Has he got anything to jump to? He does not. He's got stick charge and a Lotus, though. And there it is. Just the Lotus alone enough to keep him safe. Back in the mid. They're really pushing on to try and get this kill. I mean, 9 class, he can't finish the job off. Lorinoff's going to be fine.
Dire's middle tower
No one.
is under attack.
Oh, the Jukes.
Oh,
1J sees him.
One more hit.
Oh, the slow of the void on him, 1J back, but he's able to drop the calling and gets the kill with that one. So we'll be able to kill at the Prophet. Was very much needed. I mean, it was on the CS. He was having a great time in the mid lane. 18 and 12 against the 10 and 3 in that matchup between Nolan and Lorinoff.
Definitely a really good just lane matchup, I would say, is the Nation Prophet versus Huskar. He can't really deal with the tree. He takes so much damage to use the burning spears on it.
Oh, top lane.
What is this top lane?
I mean, this is going to be easy kill here. No one, he'll turn up, borrow the kill. Back to mid for him, but getting a lot of early action for Satanic's PA. 1-1 and 4. Been involved in 5 kills so far. And not an easy one for TA2000.
TA2000's quarter just now.
The 9 class able to get the snipe. Take the bounty rune as well. The bottom lane, they're going to try for DM.
All the Eidolons are dead, though. I think DM's...
I mean, the blast off comes in for Ducalis. DM, he's still alive. He's going to be able to be fine. He can sneak off into the trees.
There's a dead shot in 1.
Surely they can get... Ooh, he misses! Will get the kill. And he has the salve at the ready, so he can tank the tower long enough to get out of this. DM's still around in the area. Doesn't have quite enough mana to get out with the TP. He's trying his best to juke around towards safety of the tier 1, but they'll get him. So with the numbers, Chimera able to clean up the bottom lane.
I feel like this laning stage is one of the most aggressive we've seen. There's 12 kills in 5 minutes.
And look at this. Satanic is opted to switch now down to the bottom lane. Why is this?
I'm not really too sure. Maybe... I don't know.
Is this his call or the call of the bristles, do you think? DM.
Probably Satanic.
Yeah.
I just don't really understand it that much.
Because he was doing fine up top, right? I mean, sure, he wasn't getting completely crazy farm, but he wasn't dying. He's getting as much as TA2000 was on the carry Magnus.
I just don't understand especially for the Enigma. I think Bristle just pressures Enigma harder unless the Phantom Assassin's willing to bring a lot of heroes. And in last patch, I could see this argument because Bristle wanted to farm the Ancients. You push the wave in top and it lets DM farm, but now there's Ancients bot, so that argument doesn't really matter. I don't really know.
Maybe they just feel that with this setup, they can give the Magnus even more of a hard time.
Maybe.
Just with kind of the goo spam.
It also does look like they're not pressuring Phantom Assassin and bot at all. The Hawk is just jungling. So maybe he is scared of the Phantom Assassin. Maybe there is this actual lane pressure and kill threat.
Yeah, maybe in terms of PARIVISION, and I guess in Chimera's vision, it was just the early levels in which that the PA may have struggled against the Enigma. Dark's going to return to the area of the lane now. But Ducalis is ready with the setup in the trees. And there it is. In with the blast off, jump
timing.
forward. It's going to be an easy kill.
Alright, maybe this is why they swapped.
They've got great kill potential. Level 5, they've got the level 3 dagger. I mean, yeah, Satanic's ready to start teasing around with Panto. No one's in with the TP. Sprout is out. Panto is going to be stuck. Another kill for PARIVISION to get. Looking pretty good for them here. Satanic off to a hot start, 2-1-5. Getting involved in a hell of a lot of action as this carry PA in just the first 7 minutes.
If they really did this lane swap just for the aggression, I think it's like so smart overall from Pari, because they're kind of reading Phantom Assassin can't be aggressive level like 2 and 3 into the Enigma. The islands are too strong. So put it top. And then they got 5 kills, I want to say in 4 minutes top. And the second, okay, there's not really much kill pressure top because T2000 just shoves the wave out and the support's now bot. They move Satanic to bot, let DM take that free farm lane again, and then Satanic starts getting kills bot. So overall, that was their logic for this whole lane swapping. I think it's super cool, and it's not a very common thing to kind of lane swap like this right now.
The seeds of fortune.
And it's working out. Look at the net worths on their team. They were just top 3 net worths in the game. T2000 is pretty close, but still just super solid early game.
At bottom, they've got to be very, very cautious with Ducalis, looking for the setup. Not an easy lane to show up into now. Onche at least has the 6, so has a little bit of a way to protect himself if he does get gone upon.
Yeah, 1J shouldn't go down too quickly in this lane. The Hawk is still level 5. I think he was jungling too much. Oh no. They're going.
9 class. It's going to be able to find Dark in the trees. Ducalis in with the blast off straight over towards the Enigma. TH2000's headed over to try and help out. Or get an RP off. But can he even kill the techies? He can't. He's not going to get anything with that RP rotation. Panto and Lorinov, they're here as well. So they'll get 9 class, but they're not going to get anything else. And now Lorinov, he's in a bit of a tough spot. As DM's TP'd over, they'll look to chase down the Huskar. Lorinov turns, stands his ground against the Satanic, but the crit comes through. It's a rough, very forced move that Chimera trying to make down there.
Oh, okay. Satanic goes down to Lorinov.
It's something. But overall, not how Chimera envisioned the play to go. They're also going to potentially lose Panto here on the way out as DM will be able to chase him down. As indeed Panto's gone. And 1J back in the lane, back out of the lane. Another kill for no one. It's just a little messy from Chimera. They get cleaned up.
Yeah, he was able to take down the techies before he went, but I think it was really strange for them to reinitiate, especially with the Magnus. I thought they could have just, okay guys, we're dead on 2. They press Night Stalker roll. It's okay. The Hawk is level 5. He's got to probably farm Ancients to get his level 6. But they TP in TA2000, who's the carry. He goes in 1v4. RP's dead. Gets nothing. Then Lorinov goes in. Thankfully for Lorinov, he actually does end up getting the Phantom Assassin kill, which if he didn't would just be horrid. And even with all that, it's still just, like you said, it's just so messy.
Dark. Very easy kill for PARIVISION to pick up when they want.
I think last time they played Huskar, it was kind of similar to this game with Lorinov, and they won that game.
They did make a comeback.
The hero does scale. It's a lot different than it used to be in terms of just the power spikes throughout the game. I think it's honestly a bit weaker early game. You also don't have the disarm, so people can right-click you, but does a lot of damage.
Oh, this would be a nice catch. They find no one, they'll get him very easily. PARIVISION considering if they can do anything to get back in on this. Up into the high ground though, it's a little terrifying. There's the threat of the black hole here with Dahak in the neighborhood. And they'll just have to accept the death of the Nature's Prophet. Carlos.
Nice little pick.
Yeah, they'll catch him. Just kind of chilling there by his mine.
I wonder what he was hoping for.
Yeah, it was
a bit random.
Yeah, he just sort of decided to just AFK on his mine. He's like, I'm just going to sit
this
by my
one mine.
I'm perfectly safe here.
He's going to get them. I also want to say I'm impressed with 9 class this game. Because he's playing Night Stalker 4. It's not something we see that often. And he's actually having very high impact. He's 4-2 and 5. So he went the facet that gives him the free point and passive, which kind of let him have this early game and laning impact. I think that's why they got all these kills top. And he's just been running around the map, basically playing, giving vision to the team, setting up fights with silence. It's really cool. It's fun to watch. Ooh, sick RP.
Yeah, indeed, dragging him in front of him, but the silence will come out afterwards. 9 class caught by the Malefist. Yeah, TA2000 knowing exactly that he'd be able to pull him in with that one.
I know it sounds weird to call that a sick RP. It's like the Night Stalker just walk in and he just RPs him, which seems basic, but just like it was a max range one right before the Night Stalker was able to press his silence. As you know, 9 class wanted to... It's an instant cast silence. He'll catch the Crippling Fear, Magnus Can't ult, but just really good read on his own hero from TA2000. They need every little one of these moments. And the game has kind of stabilized. They're only down 1k gold. This really big early game advantage hasn't paid off. The advantage now at this point for Pari is more on the fact that Satanix had a free game and is about to finish his Battle Fury. And what a scary hero to have a good game on.
Yeah. I've seen this story many times before.
Before, the day of the patch, after the patch.
Yeah, the story just continued with the PAs that get this sort of timing, get this sort of space. PARIVISION, they've got DM to Carlos. Looking to get the good solid jump in on the TA2000. 1J trying to get them forced back with the dead shot, but cannot save his carry as TA2000 goes down. Panto Lorinov, they're trying to help 1J, but I don't know if they can fight this Chimera. Maybe with Lorinov. He's going to make the jump on towards no one. This. But yeah, with the mirror on his shield up, he'll kill no one, but not, of course, before he's died himself, Lorinov. So just trying to force themselves all in on these team fights, even when they're kind of off to a bad start, and it just doesn't seem to be paying off for Chimera.
Again, I think these fights are a bit forced by Chimera. They keep getting jumped, initiated on first. Pari keeps making the first remove, and Chimera always responds. And I think the responses are a bit too late. Dahak's just in the back, doesn't get any kills. Oh, he's not pleased with this game at all.
They will suffer. Still recoverable, but it won't be an easy journey for Chimera. PARIVISION, Tormentor's theirs.
Quick one. Techies is... It's pretty good this game because you can cast it on whoever Lorinov is jumping. So it's like reactive tasing can be cast on allies, and it also does damage. The damage part, I would say, doesn't matter in this game in particular, but just being able to cast it on Phantom Assassin or cast it on the Nature's Prophet, it's going to make it so Lorinov can't kill heroes unless he's BKB'd, because he's always going to be disarmed on whoever he's focusing. And all their damage from their cores is right-clicks from Lorinov, right-clicks from Magnus, even right-clicks from 1J are going to do a lot at this phase in the game. And just having that shard is going to reduce the damage that Pari takes in the fights. I don't think they Roche. They're just going to look for a kill. Nothing too crazy.
They're going to see potential action top. Amplified damage rune at the ready here for DM to grab. See which way they want to go. And so not the target they want.
Yeah, they're looking for a core. They will take it though.
I guess, yeah, with the smoke coming to an end. They'll settle for it. Dead Chikira, they got the creep wave pushing in as well in the mid. The amplified damage, they can look to try and get this tier 2 taken down nice and early, 16 minutes in.
Dire's structures are
Fortifications out though. And they want to get back on the hunt for kills.
Yeah, he's still ulted. He's got about 15 seconds left. He sees 1J. I think 1J also might see him on that ward he's standing on, so
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
just not much. Oh, he did use the stun. 1J. Oh, no TP. Okay, 70 seconds cooldown.
They got him in the sprout. He'll try and break his way out. The slows are there. 1J.
Maybe a dead shot.
He's gone.
Okay,
Radiant's top
so
tower is under
basically what we just said, what, 3 minutes ago? Great, guys. CHIMERA has stabilized the game. They're only down 1k gold. The only advantage is the Satanic Battle Fury. And now they're down 7k gold. It was basically in 3 minutes. It's this X-Period fight and all these pickoffs. It's starting to feel a bit like the first game where Pari kind of has this even game and then they start just killing CHIMERA all around the map, getting pickoffs. And CHIMERA keeps taking the fights,
Radiant's
which
bottom
I
tower
respect
is
the fact that they keep taking the fights to Pari and aren't backing off, but at some point you kind of have to dodge, I think, or just take smarter fights, because whatever they're doing right now isn't working for them.
Maybe around the BKB of Lorenoff.
are scanning.
That's close. That's going to have to be the turning point, really, because the advantage that PARIVISION's growing is only going to continue with how much they can farm the map. That a little bit quicker than that of CHIMERA. I mean, tier 2000, yeah, Blink Dagger, and that's going to be the combo, right? They get the Blink on the Magnus, the BKB on the Huskard. That's when they look for a fight.
Definitely. There's always, I would say with Magnus and Enigma, there's always a teamfight potential. Just based on if Pari messes up, they go a little too far, or even just getting pickoffs with a Black Hole late game or a RP late game. And Lornov, again, does scale really hard with this facet. It does, for anyone who doesn't know, it does a percentage of max health as damage instead of a flat number, which means that no matter how kind of ahead enemies are, if you're able to Burning Spear them like 6-7 times, you will kill any hero in the game. And so
Radiant are scanning.
there's always a chance. The Hawk Blink.
They don't want to use too much for him, so Lorenoff will jump in. I mean, they might not even get him. Okay.
This disarm.
He's out of there. And now CHIMERA, like, how do they want to continue this fight? That time has been summoned. Panto, who'll drop the macro. They're dropping so much for Dekalis that he's not even killing him. He's able to walk away. Panto's dead. Lorenoff makes another jump forward. They will get the kill here, but Black Hole is locking down the PA. If they got the damage to kill him, no. Satanic's able to jump out. They've used it off. Yeah, they've used the ultimates. They've used the RP, the Black Hole. Didn't kill Satanic immediately. It does still tick him out with the Sentry.
Ooh.
Can they clean up these two? It's a good skewer.
He needs to survive on Lorenoff.
No one's pumping out a lot of damage. He is on the cliff. They see him. I mean, they managed to do it.
Okay. I don't even know that fight.
It stacks up with these burning spears, I tell you that. And in these moments where it looks like someone's walking out alive, they just slowly burn to death.
But the Techies is TPing. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, that's risky.
Oh.
Can Techies do this solo?
If he ults him, no.
The toggles?
No, he's fine.
And now Dekalis is dead.
Okay. I got scared there. I actually got really scared there for a second.
All right. So
and there's Roshan. This is
do it.
No, I don't like it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
No.
Yeah, of course he could do it.
No, we can.
What do you mean no, he can't?
Isn't Satanic gonna show up?
Nah.
Okay. They're standing it.
Yeah, they could do it, right?
I mean, they can. They have the damage. It's just. No, guys.
Yeah, do it. Get back in there.
TA2000's dying because trying to help the Roshan.
Oh no. Well,
guys, you just want to fight.
But they got the ice fight. They got the catch on a no one.
Fight number 2.
They're going to be able to kill him. Macropie is down. No one's gone. See if they can deal with DM.
Ooh,
Spark
nice
catches
shot.
him. Lorinov stepping up.
Okay, all right, my bad.
You know what I mean?
I didn't know. I didn't know your game.
TH2000 died, but they kill no one. At the moment, no one's worth more, so that's fine.
Oh, and he sees 9 class.
A PARIVISION can connect with 9 class.
Nah, he's dead.
No, they don't want to connect with 9.
All right, Lorinov. He's 11-2 in this game.
Yeah,
I think he silently got here.
The Huskar. I mean, honestly, you can see why he takes Incendiary every game.
Yeah.
Screw the other facet.
Yeah, the other facet, in theory, is cool,
You
but
need this for the damage because he's just killing people that he would not be killing.
yeah, so the cool thing is, because of the BKB change, I know it's kind of old, but you can apply the stacks of Burning Spear through the BKB.
Yeah.
And people kind of get baited. Because they have this BKB, they have all this magic resistance, they're like, oh, these 5 or 6 stacks of Burning Spears aren't killing me. And you see Satanic, he left the fight with what, 60%
It's
health
crazy.
or something, 50%?
Yeah, and he's
And
just
he
dead off
died.
screen.
No one even knew he was dying, and he's just dead. It's also not dispellable. So once it's on you, it's on you.
You can't do anything about
Nope, you're just dying.
it. And now he's got an Aegis.
Okay.
All right, maybe Lorinov's got this in the bag after all with the Huskar. As I said, he did do this before in his Huskar.
He did.
It's crazy.
Thankfully, it's not as broken as it was. His 25 talent used to make it pure damage, which was insane. Just to have that amount of damage. Now it has to be magic the whole game.
All right.
But even still,
I mean, if Chimera could just keep Lorinov alive, he will literally kill them all.
yes.
Radiant's middle
And
tower has fallen.
It's like six to 8 hits,
You're just gone.
and they're dead. See, so DM's going Glimmer. Glimmer will definitely help.
Yeah.
There's a Manta being bought by Satanic. That
Dire's
is not
bottom
going to
tower
do
is under
much,
attack.
specifically for Huskar. Again, there's 4 other heroes on Chimera. I feel like there's nothing else to talk about right now besides just the impact that Lorinov's having. It feels like just the ability for him to survive these fights too. The big fight that they won, where he got the ultra kill, just like the Arma toggles too, he almost like dies to the bristleback quills, but he kites out the quills at the end. Yeah, it was just very, very good game by him so far.
Yeah, he's playing his heart out here on the Huskar.
I believe so. If Chimera win this series,
Or Tier 2000,
Hold
he
up.
did not expect to find no one in 9 class here. Here's the rest of Chimera coming in. No one goes for the TP out. Panto tried for the blind ice path, but didn't quite have the angle.
I think this series, so if Chimera win, they're guaranteed top 2, right? They're guaranteed 2nd place.
I believe so, right? They'll have, what, 5 and 2?
Yes. And then Pari will be 6 and 1. I don't think anyone else can get 5 wins.
No, I think Spear Falcons can, right? Are they not 4 and 2 at the moment?
Maybe they're 4 and 2.
Yeah, I think.
But they're guaranteed at least through.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see if they can keep it up. I said the rest of the team on Chimera, they can die. It's Lorinov.
Lorinov can also die too if he's not careful.
That's what I thought last team fight, but
Yeah.
he just is able to toggle his way out most of the things they're throwing at him.
I will say the big thing for Chimera that kind of sucks is, so TA2000 has no game at all. He's currently 1 and 7. He's kind of the polar opposite of Lorinov right now. And it's definitely hurting them. The fact
Sure.
it's, he just is, he's not really relevant in most of these fights. Even the last fight, he blinks in to get an RP, and there was a black hole on top. So
Yeah, they kind of threw everything.
yeah, so
Onto the one
in that
target.
case, if he didn't RP, the black hole still would have happened. And the fight would have kind of had the same outcome. And it's just kind of a struggle for him. I don't know how much of it it's his fault, just matchup based, but if he's able to get, or like find himself impact in this game, I think
Radiant are scanning.
it's going to get a lot easier for Chimera.
Radiant's bottom tower.
There's Tormentor. Oh.
No one. He's out in time. They were going to come looking for him. This will be a freebie for Chimera.
This is actually a really scary Tormentor. He's putting Burning Spears on it.
Hey, he's fine. He can toggle if he needs to.
Okay.
And he does it. The regens and up.
I've seen that one go really bad with Huskars using Burning Spears. Just because you can't really Arma toggle through the damage because it's so fast, and then there's also the passive, but he's a better Huskar. He's probably one of the best Huskars right now.
Yeah, I mean,
If
the
not-
wins that he's managed to get on it have looked pretty
Who else
crazy.
really even plays this hero? I don't know who else is actually playing it
Under attack.
as much as him.
Yeah, I guess because the other big Huskar picker would be Maureen, and he's not here, right?
Yeah. Quinn also plays it a good amount. I don't know. I feel like maybe Maureen would be in.
I feel like teams would be
discussion.
scared of Maureen's Huskar, right?
But definitely in this tournament, Lornov's by far the best Huskar. We can even say the new patch. Maureen hasn't played official in the new patch, so current patch,
Nice.
Lornov best Huskar. You heard it here, 100%.
And he's going to have Aghanims very soon as well. And that's when things get very tricky.
Yep, especially versus Bristleback, because it forces the Bristleback to attack the Huskar, meaning that
Dire's bottom
you gotta hit his
tower
front.
is under attack.
So,
I mean, dude,
more damage.
Lorinov might just have this game in the bag. They are 5k behind. There is some very scary heroes on PARIVISION, but
Yes.
Lorinov Huskar, he's done it before.
At the end of the day, there is a Satanic Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, there's some scary things.
And it's not like his game has been bad. He's had a pretty good game. He's died a few times to the Huskar. I think it was twice he died to Incendiary, but...
Oh!
Oh!
Okay, they kind of knew he was there, but they didn't know he was there. 9 Class is going to still cancel his own TP because he's worried about it being cancelled.
He's worried about the Ice Path.
Yeah. But he's into the tree line. Should be fine. I mean, the rest of PARIVISION's
There's a
coming over.
smoke. And they have full vision because of the Night Stalker ult.
Are scanning.
They've got to be aware and deal with the Huskar, though. 1J's gone. Look at the Ice
Nice
Path
Ice Path.
and Loros ready to jump in. Goes straight for 9 Guys. There's an RP here. Beautiful
Black
under the
hole.
3 of them. They've got the lockdown here, controlling DM as Loros punts in the damage. No one has to BKB TP out. Chimera, they're ready for that one. Dakalis, he's going to get chased down by Lorinov.
3 points for Lorinov.
Oh, these fights. Huskar just getting the freedom to do what he wants.
And it could have been so bad. No one actually saved Satanic's life. So during the RP, he uses his Force Staff onto Satanic. So Satanic actually dodged that black hole. It could have been so bad. It could have been even worse. If Satanic goes down there,
Yeah, we'll see it again, as you say.
look at this. So he gets RP'd, and then no one Force Staffs him down right before the black hole. So Satanic's actually able to blink out, survive.
I mean, he still takes a hell of a lot of damage because
Yeah.
I've got a few spears on
I think like 2 more hits from Huskar, and he's dead. Look at this jump.
Oh, it's getting close. I mean, it's... You know, what do you fear more? The Lorinov Huskar or the Satanic PA? They're both pretty scary.
My gut tells me Satanic.
You say the Satanic
but the
PA.
heart,
Yeah.
heart tells
the
me Lorinov.
And here we go, Chimera ready to go again.
No one
They're
has
going to
no
jump on
BKB.
and no one. His BKB's on cooldown. They have the stun on
So is
towards
Lorinov,
him.
though.
Can they kill him? They can. Satanic's in. He's able to help them take down the Huskar. Now look to chase down more. Panto will fall. The Huskar can be killed.
Yeah, big benefit of Satanic surviving that last fight is he actually just held his BKB the whole time. And so if fights are back-to-back, every single core in the game has no BKB besides Satanic. So he's able to kind of clean up, kill Lorinov. And this matchup versus Huskar is... We were not, over-exaggerating. It's really bad for Huskar. Phantom Assassin does physical
You get
damage.
broken, you get critted.
Yep. Physical damage, amazing versus Huskar.
Yep.
Breaks, amazing versus Huskar. Burst damage, amazing versus Huskar. So it's kind of like everything about it. Also evasion. This guy's got, what, 56% evasion right now. And Huskar has no evasion clear. So you're looking at an unkillable physical damage guy with break, which is just Huskar's nightmare.
Yeah. It's kind of just what up to tier 2000 and Dahak to just kind of lock down the PA right in these fights. Just a black hole, an RP, whatever they can do to make sure that the room is there for Lorinov. Kind of kill everybody else.
Yeah, I think in these last fights, it's definitely been Lorinov stands in place.
Yep.
And then the Magnus and the Enigma press their circle spells that pierce BKB on top of him.
Yep.
So that Satanic can't actually ever go on him and fight him. And the one fight that they don't have the cooldowns and they don't have BKBs, he just dies. Big timing now is going to be this Roshan. I think if Pari get it, they're going to be having a Roshan verse these like 2 big cooldowns, which then makes the fight just easier. Satanic can go in, get BKB, or get Black Hole, get RP'd, has 2 lives. Same time though, if Lorinov survives these BKBs with an Aegis, it's big for Chimera. So Smoke's going to come out.
There we go.
This is a massive,
And do
super
you think
important fight.
take the Bristol out of the fight first? DM, there's not going to be anyone looking to help him. Oh, the blade belt, got to be a bit careful. But they get the kill. They don't lose anything themselves. Push is coming in down bottom, though. Forces out the fortification from Chimera. TH2000 jumps forward. He's just going to die.
Okay.
All right. Still, though, Chimera, they're going to try and fight on. They get the ice path. Loronov's in on towards 9 class. No one trying to stand his ground, but he's got to run as well. He can't tackle the Huskar without the help of Satanic. All right. Fortification gets forced out, but yeah, TH2000 does die a little unnecessarily there. Throws his body in. A rough one.
He's out on a struggle bus this game. He's currently 3-8. It's better. It's better than 1-7. So, but still.
That's true. That's true.
Also interesting. So no one actually went for Parasma, which I thought people would kind of get off.
Okay, because
he's not in here anymore. So Nature Prophet's now universal. I don't think his gain is like super high. It's just 3.5.
Oh, okay, no, it's fine.
Nah,
he's still got BKBs and such.
I mean, there's a black hole.
They could black hole. I mean,
he's
you
gonna
do,
get black
right?
hole.
Do it. Yeah. Black hole straight up. 1J and Loronoff are coming over. They get the kill. Easy moves for
He was
Daha.
not fine.
He was not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Roshan is up. Roshan's up. He's no buyback.
I mean, can they try and take a fight 4 versus 5? I mean, what do you think the calls from Satanic is? Is it we're gonna fight this guys or
It's
we're not?
definitely you fight this. You tell DM go bait. Don't give me vision.
There's no black hole.
Hawk.
He jumped straight in.
I'm
Satanic
so scared right now.
He's in with the BKB in the break, but they're able to separate from him. This is kind of rough now. That was the BKB being used. Now Loronoff jumps forward. They get the RP. TA2000. That's the RP they're looking for. Locks down the 3 of them. Skewer over on a TM as they've killed off Dakalis, killed off Satanic. DM has to run.
T2000 look to chase.
He might be ready to go again in a second. Jump forward for Loronoff. They've got the grab onto the Bristle. They'll clean DM on top of it all, and they can look back towards the Roshan.
And the Dahak blink. Another game.
It just baits them in.
Another blink where he just blinks right in front of all the enemy team and presses Q. And they win. The second I saw Satanic blink in and presses BKB and not get a kill, the fight's bad. You can't really afford this on the Phantom Assassin because there are these two BKB piercing spells. So he goes in. It's kind of a bait, but again, he has BKB, Ghost Scepter, and no Black Hole. He's literally useless on this Enigma in this fight besides his Q. So the second you blink out of the Satanic, I think the fight's just over. What can you do?
That's rough. I mean, to the point, has that Ghost Scepter just been picked up? Did he not check for it, do you think?
I think he
made that move.
He definitely had it when he killed the Nature Prophet top.
Okay, yeah. An awkward jump from Satanic.
You just have to generally consider on these like burst heroes, especially a hero Phantom Assassin, you have a timing in the fights where you have your BKB active. That is your kill window.
In that replay, sorry, who did he use the Nullifier on? He did not have it.
He used it, but it was a BKB plus Ghost Scepter, because you can use them at the same time.
That's true, yeah. So that's a what can you do kind of situation.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that would have
been. Back in my day.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have this small window. You have to pick your targets correctly. And I feel like Enigma without Black Hole is just a bad target because he doesn't really do anything.
Even if you get that kill there.
Yeah, it's like what his only spell that he has is Malefice.
Yep.
Which he used already.
Hey, and Dahak's very good with his Malefice.
Oh, I mean,
he will blink and Malefice you in the face.
Yeah, he really clicked it on that guy, but I don't think that's really worth wasting your BKB for. Maybe it's like he finds TA2000 or Loronoff. Those are both fine. Even a 1J, I think, is probably more valuable in that kind of fight than...
Oh, here we go. 9 class. Can he flap his wings out of this one?
I don't think he can do it.
Nope, he cannot. Another one for Loronoff. TA2000 with plenty of money as well. Can look to get into that silver edge. Have that extra chance of setup and dealing with some of these cores of PARIVISION.
Loronoff almost has 25. So this 25 timing is insane. It makes Burning Spears plus 6 second duration. 15 seconds of a thing that burns.
Just slowly dying.
Yeah, 0.75 per. Literally, I think every hit's like 12% of your health worth of magic damage. Something like that.
Yeah, they have to kill this Huskar to start the fight. Somehow.
Every hit, 12%.
Yeah, that's crazy. Loronoff. So far, he's definitely doing it here. They've got Silver Edge now and no one.
Yeah, another way to break.
But these fights are not going to be easy for PARIVISION. Despite the fact they have held the gold lead, but it's not much. And it really is just a case of whether or not they can kill this Huskar in the midst of a team fight.
Yeah, definitely. And he is killable. We saw... I don't think he's really got much tank here. He's about the same tankiness as that one time he got one shot in the fight.
Yeah, here's what I spent out. He got the fully upgraded bots.
Yeah. It's just about kind of the... Ooh, he BKBs.
Nah, he really wanted to Carlos. Yeah, he was not going to sit there and be disarmed.
I think also, if you sit there too long, you're in front of this tier 2, maybe they TP and they kind of recommit on you in the back of the fights.
Sure.
And they weren't all together. I think it was only 2 of them top. So, just playing it safe. If Chimera end up winning this game, I will not believe it. I know from this position, it's pretty even of a game. If anything, I'd say they're slightly ahead, but just off the early game and kind of just, you think of the fact they're losing their last couple series. There's a lot of pressure on this game. They lost the first game 2 in a really bad way, and this game was looking very similar. It's just a very impressive win if they can get this one out.
I see for Lorinov. The nice ninja gear there for TO2000, so further chance for him to set up and strike from the shadows with the blink RPs. PARIVISION definitely being more cautious now about how they go about the next move. Aegis is nearly running out for Lorinov, so then PARIVISION will have a bit more freedom to go on the hunt for them once more. Maybe Satanic does want to get his Satanic complete before that next play. The rest of PARIVISION were able to finish off the Tormentor. Shard goes the way of no one. Closing in on the Refresher, though. We'll have that relatively soon. And the full Ags is there for Panto.
He will not have the mana for a Refresher, though.
Yeah, that's very true.
He's got 1100
no, it's
mana.
not even close, yeah.
Yeah. Missing like 300, 400 just mana. And I wonder what his neutral item choices were. So the enchantment he picked was damage and armor.
Yeah, I guess just for that armor.
Yeah, the armor is definitely good. It's 10 armor, which is a lot. But you also think... I know Enigmas in the past would take I think it was like some neutral at 350 mana at 20.
Carlos. Oh. And he walks in. They'll catch him.
Doesn't get a disarm off.
They can go for more. They want to try and push their luck here whilst they're 5 versus 4. They've got all the ultimates at the ready. Chimera. See what they can go hunting for. It's Lorinov. Leads the push.
I think he goes high ground. If anyone tries to contest him, they get skewered. He can just ult them during the skewer. They'll never get their BKB off. They can follow that up with an RP if it's a Satanic. The only big concern whenever you go high ground is the buyback situation, which currently it is Techies and Nature's Prophet are the only 2 with buy. So you got anyone else, they're out of the game. Playing it safe though. Lorinov doesn't have BKB or buyback for 250 gold. Doesn't want to throw.
And they can start their way on the top lane. Already hunting in the tree line. TH2000 is looking for no one here with the upgraded bots as well. Lorinov ready to join TH2000. They make the jump. They've caught him in the corner. There's no one. No chance to survival there.
There's a gem on the Magnus. Just for hunting. I wonder if he could have forced the RP with his BKB on no one. Just because he was actually doing so much. He does a lot of damage on this Nature's Prophet.
Panto. Now he's going to get caught. Amplify the ready. Takes off the Ghost Scepter. The question is if PARIVISION feel that this allows them to try and hunt for more. It looks like they're going to try to.
They might. There's a world that they buy back on the Nature's Prophet to take this kind of scrappy fight.
I mean, there's RPs and black holes at the ready, so they can't go too crazy here, PARIVISION. They're looking to dive under the tower. Lorinof's already out with the TP. 1J is trying to scramble back towards the base. TH2000 watching, seeing if there is an opportunity to make some sort of surprise play. PARIVISION, they're getting aggressive.
Under a ward.
They got to take it down quickly. TM feeling strong to present himself on the front lines, and understandably so. Chimera, they don't look to jump into the bristle.
Maybe play for Roche now, for Chimera. Both teams. This next Aegis matters a lot, again, for pretty much anyone who takes it. It's a scary game as well. It might be a long one, just because neither team has great high ground, and both teams have really good high ground defense. You have Phantom Assassin and Techies on one side, you have Magnus on the other, even an Enigma. So buybacks are really important for both sides. Just the ability to push high ground matters. It is not an easy game to actually win this one.
TH2000 on the hunt again. I mean, yeah, between sort of TH2000 and the RP, the Lorinov TPing in, do they kill anyone with that?
Yeah, definitely. Lorinov does a lot of damage.
Yeah, comes in with the TP, gets the damage in during the RP, he's able to then follow that up with the ultimate and drag them in.
Yep. Even when if he TPs the second the black hole, he'll have 2 seconds of black hole, then 3 more seconds. Like 5 seconds is enough for him to...
Like that's anybody dead, right?
Yep, definitely.
So it's pretty scary out on the map, and indeed you can really see why these boots of travel too have been an excellent purchase for Lorinov.
I think Wind Wakers would be really good for Pari to build up. Ducalis is working on his. It's a really expensive item for a 5, but safe for RP, safe for the black hole. No one's going nullifier, last I checked.
Or 9+. In count time, yeah, no one talking about him. He's going to continue to try the wrap plays. The hack on the high ground. DM's coming in with the wrap around. They found the opening on towards the Techies. Being careful about how they go for the kill. Lornov's ready to jump in to finish him off, but he's got the Yours to buy him a bit of safety here. But he's got the Glimmer as well. He'll get out of there. Lornov's going to turn back towards helping the rest of the team deal with DM. DM starting to run away. Lorinov tries to close the gap in, bouncing forwards. Class, he's chasing forward down the mid lane. There's still the RP and the black hole ready to go. PARIVISION, they've got to be careful about how they do this. Satanic shows himself. Lorinov's able to get the jump in with the taunt. There's the follow-up RP as well as the Macropire. Satanic, he's just dead. Caught at the front of the fight. He's going to come in with the buyback. They want to try and make this work, but DM's in trouble. Half HP. TH2000's got the control with the skewer as DM will fall. I mean, no one. TPing out. Ooh, gets away just in time. But that's it. I was right. Satanic, he just gets caught at the front of the fight there, Gunner.
Yeah, why did he buy back so early?
He's just mad. He's angry. He wants to kill him.
He didn't BKB either the jump from the Huskar. Thankfully, they also had no one to force him. He has no B. Oh, he's BKB.
He's got the BKB. He's going to make the jump over towards no one, but he does not have his team anywhere near him. They're trying to run over. They're trying to get over to help him out. Lorinov,
he's alive still.
He's going to be able to push them back. He's going to live. Lorinov survives. Now they turn. Satanic.
Okay, TH2000's
He's got to be so careful here on the PA. He bought back for this. The fear from the Agnim's dead shot clips onto the two of them. Satanic, he jumps in aggressively. But Lorinov's ready to taunt him. The break will hit to Lorinov, but now wears off. Satanic, he's got to be so careful. He's trying to run away, but he gets caught by the root. He's gone for 2 minutes.
And Roche just respawned.
Oh, rough moments there for Satanic. Because now Chimera, they could take the Roche, and they're going to have time to run it down mid, see what they can do whilst this PA's out of the game for 100 seconds.
They are going to have the constant pressure from no one. He is 25, so he's got that super strong tree. Just that pushes these buildings. Like, it's so annoying to deal with the tree at this point. 1J even buys a Dagon just to kill it.
They're trying to mess with the Roche PARIVISION, but this is so scary. It's 3 versus 5. No one, he's TP'd in. I don't know if they really do that. He's going to try this, Noah. This is kind of crazy. They want to try and interrupt this. 9+, he will manage to snatch the Aegis. But can they get out? No one might die for this. Lorinov gets the jump over towards him. Lorinov's gone. They're going to be able to kill off 9+ the one, surely with his burning spears. The Aegis falling out of his hands. I mean, was it worth it for the Aegis steal?
Ooh, nice blink.
I mean, at the least, I guess for PARIVISION, they're keeping Chimera's focus away from running it down mid whilst the PA's dead. But it's costing them lives.
No one's buying back.
They're all buying back. He TP'd in.
There's a cheese on Lorinov.
He just bought back.
There's a cheese on Lorinov.
I mean, no one is with DM. They're trying to kill Lorinov. The break comes to an end. Can they finish off this round? No, they can.
Though, travels.
They brought Lorinov down. TH2000 able to skew away. No one will tick out, though, from these burning spears. Was that worth the buyback?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Techies buy, Nature's Prophet buy.
Yeah.
I think 9+ also bought.
Yep.
And what? So
and no one died.
Chimera used 1. They used Jakiro. TH2000. So he's 2 buybacks.
Okay, it's a dieback on the Jakiro as well. Panto gets caught. One careful. I don't know if you want to show yourself here. You're on your own. All right, it's a messy one, and again, overall, surely just has to hurt them more for PARIVISION because now both the PA and the Prophet, they don't have the buybacks.
Yeah, definitely. Playing with no buybacks versus these really long cooldown spells, the Black Hole, the RP, really sucks. You have this entire 8-minute period that they can use everything they want on you, and it doesn't matter. Normally, you always have to think, okay, if we drop Black Hole, RP, BKB on Huskar, everything on the Phantom Assassin, and she buys, now you have this, oh, guys, we're super weak for 60 seconds, 70 seconds. But now, you have a 2-minute window off of that. By the time that you know, she's respawning after using all these buttons, you have your buttons again. Ooh.
Now,
This game is scary for both teams.
It really is. I mean, we definitely got here because of the fact that this Huskar from Lorinov is just, it's instilling a lot of kind of stress and panic, I think, in the players of PARIVISION. They're like, what do we do? We're seeing them multiple times just sort of throwing their lives away to this Huskar, coming in with buybacks, diebacks, and now in a position to say this next kind of 4 minutes or so of the game, it's going to be a very tense one for PARIVISION. They lose one of their cores here, it may just well be game over for them.
Yeah. I mean, Satanic can't get caught.
No.
I think in these fights, he's committing it's a balance between wanting to commit and just, he's going a little too hard. It's just like very slightly. Also paired with, Chimera has a very good anti-carry draft, to be honest. Between the RP, the Black Hole, the Huskar, it is really hard for one guy to go in and just survive.
Sure.
Which is why I think no one has also had a really big impact on the game for Pari. The fact that they basically have 2 of these carries. He's he's 33,000 net worth. He has every item in the world he could possibly want. And I think that's the reason why it's easier for Pari to take these fights. There's the Dahak refresher. If he casts 0 spells...
Yeah, how's he doing on the mana?
If he casts 0 spells, he has enough.
Which is going to be tough, because he's still going to want to press BKB, right?
Yeah, wait, yeah.
So you throw that in there. It's going to be close.
Probably the game plan's not going to be to just Black Hole.
No, it's
the way he's been playing, it's going to be like you blink, BKB Malefice, Black Hole 1 dude.
Yep.
Refresh, blink out, wait like 20 seconds, then do it again. Just take these like solo kills.
Yeah, Lorinov spent up as well. Wants to have the, buys the Ag's Blessing as well as the full refresher orb.
He can just farm
very well.
Really safely. He can just teleport in to his team whenever they find a kill. So he'll get the buyback gold not too long. He's also approaching the 30 timer. Just like getting these talents on Huskar. A lot of the ones you don't take actually are really nice. So you get Lifesteal for free at 15.
Yep.
Which is it's just a good talent. You get Life Break cooldown at 20, which is also super good. It brings it down to a 7-second cooldown. And then the Life Break damage isn't like crazy, but still doing 25% more of their current health as damage just for free is... I definitely think he is one of the better talent trees at getting to 30. Some of the heroes, the talents you don't take are whatever.
PARIVISION. They are getting through these minutes of having no buyback.
Yep.
1 minute until Satanic's going to be clear again.
And in a fight where all 10 have buybacks,
Yep.
I don't even know which team I'm really rooting for.
I think it just all depends. I mean, yeah, he's just saying, well, yeah, even if Huskar dies, he can buy back and TP over very easily.
Yeah.
Spots. I feel it's still just got to be the Huskar lineup. It just feels so messy on how you deal with this Huskar. Right? You know, dealing with it once is already tough enough. Dealing with it twice, like even if you, this could be a game where everyone ends up dead.
Yeah, 10 heroes dead.
Yeah, it's one of those games when there's a Huskar at this level.
I want to watch one of those games so bad. Just everyone buys, everyone dies. The last guy dies.
Everyone dies.
2 minutes of silence.
Yeah, it could happen.
That would be in favor of Radiant. They have one side of creeps.
Very well.
That is true. Yeah, creeps are in their favor right now.
Imagine just having to sit there 2 minutes silently. What would they talk about?
Dude, imagine everyone dead for 2 minutes and the creeps just end the game.
And everyone just watches?
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah. I would love the team comms to just to hear what the teams are saying for 2 minutes straight if everyone's dead. I think realistically you would just talk about what went wrong in the fight or what to do next time. Probably a bit of a chuckle.
I don't know. It depends how late it goes. You know, if it's like kind of post 60 minutes when we get to the crazy territory of the game.
Oh,
I feel like
people would be
silent.
cooking up.
Oh, you think they're cooking up?
Yeah, they'd be
They
like,
get
all right,
pumped
we need a new refresher BKB
Yeah.
with this tier 5 item. If we click all of our buttons on the throne, it'll die. They have no glyph.
You were doing very
You think it'll
well.
be silent?
I'm very proud of you.
Everyone kind of seething in their chairs.
I mean, it's going to get intense for them. Tormentor for PARIVISION. Oh yeah, Satanic. His buyback's back online, and just give it a minute. And we're going to see everyone have their buybacks back up. It looks to be the case. You know, Chimera, they didn't choose to try and force anything whilst they had this window where PARIVISION were lacking the buybacks. But do you find that a bit surprising? I mean, why do you think Chimera didn't try and do something in that timer?
It's a bit hard
Yeah.
because there's a Nature's Prophet. So when you get 25 on this hero, it's just it's a flavors. It's like it feels disgusting. Even to play sometimes it just doesn't feel that good because of how strong it is. So I think it's just a big struggle of having time to push out the lanes and find these kills and not have the kills be around objectives. Because they can't really go high ground. Tormentor doesn't matter that much for their team at this stage of the game, so it's all about Roche. But Roche isn't up. It's kind of whatever.
Well. I'm very
I would say I think for Chimera, you just play for next Roche. They were also missing a few buys, so
That's true. They weren't completely all clear.
it's kind of mutually beneficial. It looks like we're going to have a full 5v5 with buybacks.
Ah, we will.
Besides
Yeah, everyone's going to have it.
Techie's a little poor.
Oh, there goes that creep. No one will be able to finish up the melee racks with that consistent pressure of the Treants. Level 25 Treants. Yeah, they were trying to do their best to itemize it for it, of course. They do had Dagon on 1J. Panto didn't quite have his. He was trying to get a Dagon online as well.
It's all Panto's fault. Sure, just out of Midas.
That 2 Dagons, that would have done it. Or the Midas.
Because you Midas a creep.
But you can Midas the triple HP Treant?
Yeah, you should be able to. No, it's a creep.
Wait, why wouldn't they? That's cheaper than a Dagon, isn't it?
Yeah, but,
But
the
then-
cooldown's 100 seconds.
Oh, true. The cooldown is not in your favor. Yeah. Yeah, Dagon's the way for sure then.
It's so funny that the meta now in Dota is the supports have to buy Dagon.
You have to buy the Dagons.
Roshan's up. It's dying really fast.
I don't know. Do you even jump into this then as Chimera?
I thought I could just go in for fun. He would win the game right now, but it's just...
I don't think they're going to do it.
Very well.
Laurenov, he's walking up. They're going to make the jump. But now, the Hug's in. He'll get the Black Hole towards the PA. Can they get
Wind
the
Waker
kill,
won.
though? The Wind Waker's been able to take him out the Black Hole for now. He's fine. Satanic can reset. Laurenov on the retreat. Has to put the BKBs. Thinking about getting back in on this. But look towards Satanic for the BKBs there. Tier 2000 gets the RP onto the 2. And then Laurenov steps back up. Ready to off the damage. Jumps in with a life break on towards the PA. They'll bring Satanic down the once. But no one has the damage to kill Laurenov off. He'll buy back. TP over. Second Black Hole. Locks down Satanic on the second life. They've killed him off. Then they look towards the techies as well. But buybacks, of course, they're available from PARIVISION on top of this. There's the buyback for the PA. No one. Wind Rakering out over towards the safety of inside the pit. But the fear catches
No one's
him.
dying.
He's got to be careful. Ice Path from
dead.
Panto clips him. He's gone. See if he wants to buy back as well. He certainly does. Buyback comes in for no one. DM chases down the Jakira onto the high ground. No one's in with the BKB. Skirmishes from TA2000 trying to get away from the Nature's Prophet, but Satanic's in on top of him. TA2000 will fall. The buybacks favoring PARIVISION as it's a dieback from TA2000. PARIVISION 5 versus 4 potentially. Obviously, the buyback can still come out from Panto and the Jakiro. So this is going to be a 5 versus 4. There it is. How much can they get? There's no Magnus for this defense.
It feels so bad for TA2000. So he buys and then he TPs into Lordov the same second Lordov is TPing out. So they kind of just swap positions, a little sacrifice. It could be he could be alive. It could be a 5v5 right now, but instead he's just dead.
Let's have a look. Can PARIVISION close this? 5 versus 4.
There's no black hole for 90. They're definitely going to get
time.
at least mega.
To Carlos in with the jump. Well, this was 1J, but he's got pierced the veil. Indeed, there we have it. And creeps are up. 70 seconds without the Magnus. They get the jump on towards the Jakiro. Panto's gone. 3 versus 5 now. Laurenov, when's he going to make his move?
It's so scary.
It might all be just all too much for him. The tier 4s are falling. TM is in on top of them. Stay down, just going to make the jump over to Hug. Hug pops the PKP and he's going to look to try and TP out. He'll get away from this. But Lorinov, he's caught, taken out by the crit. The game's over. GG is called. Game 2 will go to PARIVISION, and with that, the series, it is theirs. Nice try there by Khan.
I mean, this game was way more intense than I thought it would go be. Like, it was going to be.